Hello everyone, welcome back to more Legend of Blue Player, where we play through every single Sonic game in chronological order of their release. And last time we cleared this story mode as Sonic, so now if I go in here, I can pick any level in the game. And I kept bringing this up in the last video, and I feel like an idiot now that I actually checked it, but yes, Egg Rocket and Cosmic Angel, even though they're two different zones, they're technically the same zone, so there's no Egg Rocket Act 2 or Cosmic Angel Act 1. They don't exist, doesn't matter which character you pick. So that's kind of a bummer. I'm still kind of considering doing all three characters in this video anyway, though. We'll see how long this takes. Like, you all know me, I don't mind uploading long videos. So let's start with Tails here. Tails doesn't have little indents in his animation like Sonic does. Also, I'm not going for the, I'm not going to be going for the emeralds here, even though I said I was going to do it as Tails. I will, but this is purely for the sake of getting all the levels unlocked as Tails. I did not mean to do, I forgot this was even a thing, to be honest. Because every other Sonic game would use the flying ability. You take damage if you run into something, but this game it doesn't work like that. But everything else with the flight works exactly the same as you would expect. Which I don't know, I actually kind of prefer it this way. Makes you feel less vulnerable. I'll still show off where that first spring was that I kept talking about in the last video. Should be somewhere around here. Oh, the scan lines, they're invading. I skipped it, didn't I? No, I didn't. Okay. I skipped a lot of level, but it's right here. Okay, so now flying hurts. Oh, whatever. It's over here. Yeah, you want to land on this platform. So you go up here, and that spring right there will take you to the special stage. I am going to avoid that. But that is how you trigger them. And oh wow, Tails looks so blurry in OBS right now. I am so sorry. There's no helping it. The thing is, like, 99% of the time it looks identical, but there's just those small differences. It's like, the more I'm thinking about this, the more I'm thinking, yeah, I'm gonna go for all of them. Don't know if they'll all be in this video, though. Anyone watching this in the playlist has probably been laughing at me for the last couple of videos. In case you know what, fine. Fine, laugh at me if you want. I'm just not 100% sure what my 100% criteria for this series is, okay? There's select games I know what it is, but they're the exception and not the rule. Even to the point where some of them, I pretty much just made them that way for the sake of a joke. Oh man, bosses are gonna suck as Tails. Oh yeah, Tails has his tail cutting ability, but it's not like Sonic where you hit the button multiple times to extend the animation. It's just once and that's it. Yeah, you're better off just jumping at him like that. He should be getting close to his pinch phase, yeah. There he is. I remember that from when I was playing as Sonic. I didn't even get hit that. I saw the capsule flying out from behind him that time too. That was kind of funny. That is adorable. Just watching Tails try to do his little flip. Next is Secret Base. The Weird Zone! Every Sonic game has at least one. Or it should have at least one. Like, I gave it grief last time, but honestly, like, it's a fine zone. I even kind of like the concept. It's just so out there, you can't totally hate it. But I guess there are some games that have it worse than others. Like, I guess SA2s would probably be Pumpkin Hill. Which, yeah, was definitely out there, but It's not a secret base. Like, I'm just trying to think of other examples. Like Pumpkin Hill, definitely SA2's now I think about it some more. Oh, what would SA1's be? Because SA1 didn't actually have that many levels. So maybe that might be one of the exceptions. Because a lot of 3D Sonic games don't have that many stages. SA2 is kind of an exception because there's so many different variety types. Which SA1 had too, but they still took place in the same place. Which again, SA2 technically did, but they were still different levels. They didn't try to pass off Radical Highway and Mission Street as being the same place, even though they were. They were different levels, and the game respected that. Which I say fine. I'm getting a lot of rings out of this too. Be great for my Titan Shell Garden if, you know, that mattered. I can't really do much in there. I could transfer data to GameCube if I was using the VGA M emulator, but I'm just using VGA. That's it. Amazingly, it still works on the Windows 10 PC. Because I'm pretty sure that emulator stopped being in development in 2004. You know, when the when the Game Boy Advance was still relevant. That's yikes. Is there anything up here? There is not. I keep forgetting Tails can fly. These levels are so cramped, you just don't think to fly, but probably too just because of how slow he is when he's flying. That's kind of why I always avoided Tails, because he does have more vertical height, but it's so slow. There's an extra life up there I want. I want that life. Oh, there's 20 rings. Thank you for the life. I'm gonna need that when I get to Egg Rocket. Believe you me. Actually, I wonder if lives are shared between characters at a point. I mean, because obviously, I think I had more lives in this when I beat the Cosmic Angel or Moon Zone or whatever. But maybe I didn't. I'm not sure. The different games have different rules for that. Like, for example, the adventure games, you shared lives between the hero characters and the dark characters. So, like, Sonic and Tails had the same number of lives, but Sonic and Shadow didn't. It works like that. I think SA1, everyone is different. Although lives in that game are really finicky, so who knows. Oh, right, this boss. Joke's on you, I can fly too! Yeah, this is the point where he tries to fly. Joke's on you, I had a shield. He tried to do one of his big jumps again, I saw the animation. And there goes the capsule again. And here we go. Zone 2 complete. And that only took me 8 minutes. Well, almost 9 minutes. Depends on how much I cut out at the beginning. Probably not a lot. A lot of these, honestly, I just upload raw and then I'll just trim it on YouTube before I make the video go public. SA2 and Adventure 1, there was a lot more editing, so those I had to actually convert and edit, but couldn't really be helped. Plus, you know, the thumbnails for Adventure 2. I had to go in and nab all those thumbnails myself. I screen capped all of those. Even Pumpkin Hill, which I had to go off screen after I finished recording to get. But I did do it. It's like, I saw you. Can't fool me, game. And I was like, I usually don't play Tails in these games, so I don't fully know its mechanics, but I'm getting to learn to love the hover mechanic. Just what I'm dubbing it as. It's like, you aren't necessarily You aren't necessarily flying, but you just hit the button once, and you keep the same position. Oh, well, that should have been obvious for me. Oops. Yeah, this. Just hit the button once. But I'm really learning to love that. So, as far as the normal stages are concerned, I'd argue it's about as useful as the insta-shield for Sonic was. Because you hold your height, and you don't lose as much speed. Because you land relatively quickly. This is something I was actually curious about. Like, I was curious if they changed the name to say Miles or Tails on the side. They didn't. It still says Sonic. I'm sure it said somewhere else in Stage 2, but that's where I remember it being, so that's what I associate with it. So I love that little castle there in the background. We never even go to that castle, but it's there. I mean, I would like to go to that castle, but fine. Or, you know, maybe that castle's Twinkle Park. I mean, these games are tied fairly closely to the adventure games, so that wouldn't surprise me if that was their intent. I can't just drop my flight like you would expect. At least I would expect that. And I have confirmed what I suspected last time. Yes, you can walk on the letters when they're yellow. Is there anything up here? Oops. Well, I accidentally hit the circle button on my PS4 controller that I'm using to play this on, and that just so happens to be the speed up button. So, yeah, that happened. Time for this boss again. This boss I don't look forward to. Still damaged him though. Oh, come on! That was literally the exact same. This is the same, just mirrored. I got 2 hits on him that time, ha! Made up for last time. Still got him. I got him twice. Still something, but I missed him that time. Got him. Beautiful. Here we go. Ice Mountain is next. I'm gonna have to learn to love those Ice Mountain levels because there's 2 springs here. Like, the music's nice at least. Again, I kind of mentioned this back in the last video. I don't really find that much of an excuse for Sonic games because it kind of just feels like saying this. Well, at least they got the color of the sky right. I mean, it is. Even though they have ice levels in every Advanced game. But there's 3 of these, and every Sonic Advance game has a snow stage. And I'm not sure about Advance 2, but I know this game and Advance 3 both have large chunks of it underwater. Yo! No! Oh, this thing again. And back to being underwater. Oh, actually, can Tails swim here? Like, he can... Yes, he can. Okay. So, I know that in Sonic 3, he's able to swim. By basically just flying. It's the flying controls. They just change it to swimming when he's underwater. Which means Knuckles probably retains his ability to breaststroke at the top of water. Or the surface, rather. Words, they aren't always my strong suit. Oh, there's a path down there. Oh, that's really nicely themed, actually. It looked really nice. Like a Christmas paradise. Oh, and that takes you straight to... That takes you straight over to that checkpoint so I don't get lost in the labyrinth. Thank you, game. That was nice of you. There's a life here and I want it. Oh man, that attack is really slow underwater. Like, it's slow normally, but... that was hard to watch. 15 minutes in, wow. I'm gonna find it funny once I get through Tails and Knuckles, then I just go to Amy and I'm getting totally bugged because I almost feel like Amy's just built to be a hard mode for these games. Like, maybe I'm just playing as her wrong, but I don't see any benefits to playing as her. Like, she can't spin jump, she can't spin dash. She does a little hop and that's it. Oh, but she gets her hammer. And I'm pretty sure she can only use her hammer and she's at an absolute standstill, so what's the point? Which is something they changed in later games, I believe. Like Advance 3, you can attack while in the air. Which, I mean, again, I would say that's a good thing, but then I remember every other character attacks when in the air by default. So, what's up with that? How long the stage is going to take. Later question, I wonder how the boss is going to go here. Like I said before in the last video that I felt like the boss is geared towards Tails. I mean, like, I'm playing as Tails now. Let's see if I completely body him like I thought I would. But spoiler alert, I actually end up dying more. Which, I mean, I didn't die at all, so dying once would be more. But it's not gonna happen because I can just swim to the top like this. They probably won't let it count as damage if I just swim into him, right? No. Okay, I thought that was too easy. Okay, but what if I go like this? That actually works! Oh my gosh, that works. Yeah, well, there goes the challenge to this boss fight. Down I go. The game tried. I'm going for 2 hits per round. Oh, snap. Well, doesn't even matter anymore. Oh, never mind. Well, I was technically wrong. I died here more times as Tails than Sonic. Technically. I've learned my lesson after playing as Sonic. Don't do the spin dash down here because it takes forever to recover. Nope, 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 don't fly into that. Or swim into that. Is that a 77 on this side of the device Eggman's using? It looks like just a 77 and I can't work out why it would be there. Is there some inside joke with this series or dimps that I'm missing? Well, I still beat it in only 1 death. Could be worse. Although technically that's tied for the most number of deaths I've had on a boss so far. Actually, is it... Did I die to the Cosmic Angel boss once or twice as Sonic? It wasn't a lot. Cosmic Angel's gonna suck, as everyone else. I am not looking forward to that, because I was abusing the Insta-Shield as Sonic for that boss. So, the remaining zones, I have no clue how they're gonna go. I'm just gonna treat them as Sonic with the removal of Insta-Shield and the addition of Light. See how that goes. You know, like that. It's nice sounding chimed music and all. It's here, but again, that's this whole game. I can't really help but wish that this game's soundtrack could have been built on something more complicated than a GBA. I've just never really liked the chipset from the GBA, how it sounds. It's nothing as composers or even the developers of the Game Boy Advance. I've never personally liked how it sounds. There's people that have made really good music on the thing, but it's in the same way how people made really good music on the Sega Genesis, even though that sound chip wasn't very good either. But you can't help but wish it was made on something a little better. I know there's people that swear by the Genesis twang, but maybe it's because I didn't grow up at the time, but it just does not gel well with me. And I hate myself for even using that unironically, so feel free to send all the flack to me you want. Oh, I can't fly off of that. Oh, they treat that as spring. Okay, there's an invisible hitbox on that. And yes, I know, it dawned on me a second too late. I could have just jumped to the left and flown from there. And I totally forgot this is just a shield. Oh, right, the sand wave. Oh well, shield is still cool. So the multiple jumps thing only works as Sonic. Maybe Amy too. It won't work as Knuckles either. He'll probably just try gliding. Off we go. Up grind rail. Fine, whatever. I remember this route from before. All I got out of it was a lightning shield and a few rings. So let's go get that lightning shield, eh? I think the lightning shield I got around here. Yes, it was right here. Yeah, I don't need to take your special fancy route. I don't trust spots like that. They just reek of, I'm going to have a spike pop out of nowhere. Especially because, as we all know from the later portions of this game loves doing that. Oh, yes they do. Gotta run, 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 run. Okay, jump. And I don't even remember what act I'm on anymore. I think I'm still on Act 1. Oh, extra life. Thank you. Oh, but it was Act 1. If it was Act 2, I would be in a boss fight right now. Oops! Accidentally hit the circle button again! Which, again, is the speed up button on my controller. So, oops! I'm taking that shield. There's enough random pop-up spikes for me to be paranoid and... yeah. Can I fly through like that? I cannot. I'm sure they thought of that. It's like, no, you're not allowed to do that. Oh, a speed up item and 5 rings. And you know that feeling they just completely removed the speed cap? Oh, well, okay, not completely, but I think it's increased to be about 1.5% of what Sonic's is. Or, well, would that just be 50%? I don't know, I was never good at math. Which thankfully isn't entirely true, but I don't need to bore you with my life story. You know, Fine, I'm gonna take that invincibility. Yeah, no! No! I realized a second too late. I completely forgot that was there. Again. Oh, come on! And whatever that did it. I want that invincibility. No, again. I'm not giving you the satisfaction this time, game. Ha! Flying! Gonna fly up here. Is there anything special? I feel like this is probably an alternate route. Yeah, you're supposed to go down. Fine. There's stuff at the bottom of this. I remember some Sonics. Checkpoint. I think this is the end. Oh man, this is gonna be kind of difficult. Let's see. This boss was not made to be fun. Did you see Tails there? He was trying to plead like, no, 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 you got it all wrong. I'm just gonna have to abuse iframes. That's my only strategy. There's those missiles I was talking about last time. Because he didn't actually fire them off in the last video, amazingly. Even though Sonic probably has the most trouble with them out of everybody. And he still only fired it once. Well, when in doubt, fire the iframes. It's just, I love how he just drops them out of his egg doodad. Like, oh, oopsie! Egg rocket, let's go. I got here faster as Tails. Make that what you will. Oh, I thought there was a shield up here. Well, rings are still nice. This level still freaks me out. Doesn't matter who I'm playing as, because Tails should be in the clear for this stage, right? If anybody should have an easy time here, it would be Tails. Just because how much verticality there is here. I'm just gonna fly over on this side. Ha! Yeah, like, this level is super vertical. There's a useless invincibility over here that I'm going to grab for some reason. Because, you know, it's a collectible item, and sometimes that's all it takes. I'm not falling for your lies, game. I almost did, but I'm not. I flinched for a second, but I didn't fall for it. I just came really close. Oh, I'm going backwards. I'm doing too well. Oh, here we go, done with phase 1. This level isn't nearly as bad as Tails. It's to the point where, if I had known this before, I would have done Tails from the start. Because even the bosses, which I expected to be brutal, honestly haven't been that bad yet. I expected disaster, and I didn't get it. There's a shield up here. Oh, that one has an insta-kill spot. Just be aware of it. I can't jump here. I'm trying. Okay, there we go. Oh, this spot I got spat out from his Sonic. Multiple route showcase. Yay. That invincibility just takes a second too long to activate. It throws me off every time. Every time. Yeah. Accent was shown through. Which is especially weird because I don't even have that accent. I just talk to too many people that do. Oh, I couldn't do it as Sonic, but Tails can just fly over the spikes, so I'm taking it. Rings next to my life counter stayed the same. I guess I won't be able to check it unless I die then. And I'm not super thrilled to check that. I mean, some games do go over what they show you. The Sonic Adventure caps out at 99, but it keeps going. That's just what they show you. Oh, the stuff down there. They want to go this way. Yep. Nope, going this. I remember this. Go this way. I can't believe I didn't take damage. I can't believe I did take damage. And jump. And jump. I'm gonna get it. And jump. And jump. That was way too early. Wow. You know, just fly. I think there's just rings on the left-hand side there, so let's go right. Ah! You! Yeah, there's only 2 minutes left on the timer for this phase of the stage, so I'm gonna hurry up. Okay, done with the second phase. And yeah, there's something over here. No, I didn't check this before. I want to see what's over. Absolutely nothing. Okay. So I didn't check that as Sonic, but now I know there's nothing. This stage, at least this part of the level isn't nearly as much of a labyrinth, you know? I can respect that much. No, they're busy with the anti-gravity gimmicks. Wait, I'm not falling for your lies this time. Not falling for your delayed lies. Only 5. Lime. No. I know there's a spring down there. I wasn't worried about that, but still frustrating. Make it end. Screw it. Not worth it. There's a platform over here. But then I realize I'm playing as Tails. And that's it. Cue laugh track. That was one of the most frustrating puzzles of the game! Past tense! Was! Oh, yep, this was the end of the stage, or close to it. Yeah, there's a fan up here, and this is it. Just gotta grab onto this. Oh, you know, screw it. Just fly up there, Tails. Right, here we go. 2 more stages to go. And that stupidly deceptive title. It threw me for a loop for the entirety of this stage when I was playing as Sonic. I was going like, do I have to play through as everyone so I can get all the levels? Now, funny thing is, like, I brought up Sonic 3 and Knuckles as the example. I don't even think I went through the entire game as Knuckles. I don't even know if I did a level select. I went through Sonic 3, and I went through Sonic and Knuckles separately. I didn't even do Sonic 3 and Knuckles. I went, because the thing with the series that I go through the games in order of release. It's one thing if it's re-released as a definitive version, like, say, Adventure DX or Battle. How definitive those are is debatable, but they're supposed to be definitive versions of the game. And you have this, like, and then there's a whole new mess that we're getting into this year. And I'm gonna call that the DLC edition. You should know where I'm going with this, but in case you don't, Mania Plus. I have no clue what I'm gonna do with Mania. But do I have no idea. I'm probably gonna stick with its original release date. And the original release date for Mania was back in August of 2017. At least for the non-PC versions. I think PC came out first week of September. Either first week of September or very late August. Because the game got delayed so they could add de novo. Not even kidding about that. They tried to come up with a different reason, but it was so they could force them to add de novo. It's legit one of the scummiest things they've ever done. And they tried to pin it on the developers like the developers wanted to do it. Like, really? But no, really, we didn't have a clue this was going to... Oh, really? Like, I don't hate Sega, or current Sega rather, as much as some people seem to, but... Oh, I lucked out. I lucked out so much. If that hadn't been the last hit, I would be dead right now. Oops, accidentally hit the circle button again. And there's no capsule. I didn't even notice that last time. X-Zone. You know, in the classic games, I don't think you can do it here because the physics are slightly different. And I didn't even do it back then just because I've never been particularly good at it. But you can apparently juggle Sonic there on top of Eggman there, so you can just beat that first boss in like 5 seconds. Because Eggman doesn't, or Robotnik, I suppose as he's called in those games, doesn't have iframes. Not very many, anyway. He has like 3. Wow. Participation awards? Oh, at least you lasted more than one screen. Getting that checkpoint, I'm gonna need it. I mean, that just sees me so much. I see him fall down and, oh, it's just a stupid cannon. Or the laser. The laser's not any better. But you want the hand. Okay, yeah. You want that. You want that. Because you can actually attack him when he's doing that. Okay, I'm starting to figure this out. Nope, that's the cannon. Like, they have different models. Yeah, that was the hand. Nope, nope. What the? Oh yeah, I forgot he does this. I still have no idea how you're supposed to dodge that. You can't stack him from the bottom. Fine. I want that ring. Cannon? Yes. It seems like he always attacks first with the cannon. Cannon again. This one's hand. He hit me, but I saved at least one ring, so it's okay. Oh, hand again! Oh, there's a genuine surprise. I probably could have hit him again, actually, but I don't have insta-shield anymore, so I don't trust myself. There, I got another hit on him that way. I cannot read him at all. I can figure out what he's going to do from the item that spins out of that, but I usually don't have the time to react. And the game forced me to do that, and... oh yeah, I hadn't noticed until now, but yes, the lives do stack. Because I still had 9 lives. Look at my life count, what it was a second ago, before my cut, and look at it now. No, I probably cut it off in the middle of one of my sentences too, didn't I? I'm sorry about that, I had to. Oh, wow, well... Okay, so basically he has 4 attacks. He has that dash. He has the hand. He has a laser, and he has a cannonball. That's the laser. And they're all terrible in their own unique way. But the hand is how you're supposed to attack him. But, that's the easy way to attack him. Problem is he doesn't do that attack as much as he should. Also, it's really hard to read when he's going to dash you or not. Because characters are kind of light when they jump. So you might end up accidentally jumping into his hand. Or you might end up jumping into the laser or something else. And the cannon will do whatever it wants. Get a hand. Screw this. When the hand grabs you, it's basically game over. You have no way to get your ring back. Because let's not kid ourselves, it's only going to be 1 ring by the time you get grabbed. So, you know what? I am definitely not going to fail here. You want to know how I know? Because I'm save stating. I don't care anymore. Ha! I think I can hit him. I think it could be done. I did it! There, okay. I know the hotkey now, so I don't have to be quite as slow on it. Oh, snap. It's a laser. I know his abilities, I just can't react to them quite as fast as I would like. Oh, that was the last hit, too. Okay. Well, fine. I don't even feel bad about that. I already beat the game once, legit as Sonic. And I beat most of it legit as Tails. So you know what? I don't care anymore. So this is going to be the same as Sonic's, right? Just Sonic's going to be flying the plane now? Yeah. Okay, so the picture probably will be different then. Because we got a picture at the end. Also, what are you doing flying the old plane? You got in the new blue plane at this point. Oh well. And he even turned that blue plane into a mech. And yeah, I know. I can't skip this, so I can use my emulator powers to speed it up at least. But I'll watch it legit once, but that'll be the last time I watch it. Oh, collect all the Chaos Emeralds! I know. Two more to go, Knuckles and Amy. I kind of feel like I should just bite the bullet and do Amy, because I know she's going to be the bad one. Let's do it. I am not looking forward to this. So, well, no, Amy's terrible. As you can see, she doesn't go into a ball when she jumps. And if you want to spin dash, this is it. This is your spin dash for this game when you're playing as Amy. And there's no other way to speed yourself up. So if you need to get through a loop or something, you better hope there's a dash panel nearby. And stuff like that is super common because you can't see what's around you. You know, good times. I don't see the benefits to this. But who would actively go out of their way to play as Amy based purely on the abilities list? You know, I realize this is the first time you were allowed to play as Amy in a Sonic game, so... Or at least like a proper Sonic game, which arguably this isn't even, but... It's closer to a proper Sonic game than Shuffle ever was. I don't think anybody would argue with me there. And stuff like that is what I mean when I say the lacking spin dash is a problem. It gets bad. You know, in Sonic Adventure 1, when Amy has her hammer out like that, you can do a long jump. I kind of want to try to see if that works here. I'm not expecting it to, but I'll check. Nah, it doesn't work. And it doesn't look like the Sonic Adventure 1 trick of doing this to speed up works either. Because your acceleration is just so much higher now. 111 rings. Nice. I guess that's a plus side. I can just immediately destroy the capsules. Can I get that shield up there? I'm not expecting miracles, but, you know, if you wanted to give it to me. I mean, I'm just going through this for completion's sake at this point, okay? So, you know what? I don't really care if I end up taking over 10 minutes. I think I turned off that setting anyway. Oh crap, I don't actually know if I did now. When I start the next zone, I'm gonna go and check my options to turn that off. Yeah, Egg Rocket's gonna be a nightmare if I try to worry about timer settings. Or, not Egg Rocket, the ice level. Or, no, which one is it? Ugh. She can do a spin dash! And it sounds terrible. Okay, good to know. I can't tell what does and doesn't count as a hammer swing. Or what it makes me eligible for a hammer swing, because I could have sworn I went off a spring from that. And yet... Oh, boss time! The Red Gate Bridge! You know, before Eggman took over the city and, just desecrated it completely. Oh, I thought I was already in the boss fight. Oopsie! Okay, seriously, what is the advantage of playing as Amy's? It's like just, hey, let's go for hard mode. But nah, seems like too much effort to make a hard mode. How about we just make one of the characters really suck? That'll work! I'm not even in his pinch phase yet. Ugh. It's the first boss of the game. I'm still not sure what the advantage of that leap is. Oh, do you accelerate faster with it? A little faster, but it's not enough to justify stopping dead in your tracks and making yourself vulnerable to attacks. Come on! I am going to game over in the first stage of the game. Well, first zone. Amy is amazing, as you can tell. Totally not a joke character. That was put in multiple games in this series. Like, at least in Sonic Adventure, the joke is obvious, but... Is that it? No, I have one try left. Oops, I just freaked out the game's window. If the aspect ratio changed, it's because I was playing around with buttons on my controller, and apparently one of them is binded to that. Seriously, I've just been waiting for the screen nuke ability to show up or something. Something that justifies every other terrible thing in her arsenal. But the only good things she has are still worse than everyone else's stuff. She's the slowest character. She has basically no invincibility frames. Can't jump, can't spin dash. I mean, she can jump, but she can't spin jump. Here's speed up. Yeah, turn this off. And the music stops here now. Okay, yeah, thankfully I can at least start from Act 2's beginning. Thankfully! I feel like I'm missing something with that boss. So there are some bosses that are just going to be straight up near impossible if there's not some kind of spin jump. I don't even want to think about trying that stupid moon-based boss. I can't even beat the Neo Green Hill or whatever this was called. Does she give you extra stuff for the Chow Gardens or something? I just don't see it. What's the appeal? There's got to be some reason to play, sir. Alright, let's try this again. If I game over again, I'm probably going to call it quits for a day. This will still be on the video, so you aren't going to care, but I'm going to have to stop here just for my insanity's sake. Is there any way to fight this boss as Amy without taking damage? Like, please tell me, I want to know. She's not fast enough. She can't dodge. Yeah, don't care. Speed up. I feel like the only option I would have is to do what I did for Tails and just exploit save states for every boss. But for Tails, I only did it on the final boss. And even then, I was still able to get reasonably close to depleting its health. It just felt like I was in a point where a lot of it was guesswork. Oh, that's the furthest I've made it so far, Amy. Okay, I did it. Oh, the hammer swing works directly on that. Oh, good. So there's the appeal of Amy. I'm ever so sure that's the reason why you would want to play as her. I'm just thinking through all the bosses in this game. Like, Ice Mountain is the only one I can think of so far that might be easier as Amy than Sonic. Or Tails. I gotta remember to include Tails too. Don't know about Knuckles yet because I haven't played as him yet. It's like, you can see it from what we had there a few seconds ago. She has a spin ball animation. Why didn't they have her do a spin jump? This is clearly a conscious choice. Oh well, I guess. Yeah, again, right there. Oops. Circle button strikes again. Like, I should probably rebind it to R2 or something, but triggers are really weird with emulators, that, especially emulators that don't have trigger support, you know, like a Game Boy, because a Game Boy didn't have a trigger, obviously. Heck, GameCube aside, I don't even know if any controllers had triggers back then. But not triggers in the way we think of them now. The funny thing is, Nintendo ditched triggers this after the GameCube. It was like, this is a one and done idea. Even though they were, I don't want to say they were first, but they were one of the first. So, plus, I've never used the Dreamcast controller, and I think that might have triggers too. And it's not exactly a secret that the Dreamcast inspired the Xbox a lot. So, like, it's possible. This game, I've only been in this stage for a little over a minute, but it feels like hours. Let's end the stage. I'm only in Zone 2. Feels like Zone 6. Just because of Amy. I don't even want to think about Egg Rocket right now. I'm sure there's some master strategy to Amy that I don't know about that makes her this super OP character. So that's how it turned out for Advance 2. I thought Cream was absolutely horrendous, but apparently she's this amazingly OP character, so chances aren't zero. Although I think in her case, a lot of it boils down to boss fights. And yeah, she's really broken in bosses, both in this game and in Advance, or not, both in Advance 2 and Advance 3. That's what I meant. This is the spring, right? Yeah. This might go okay. I say as I get hit. I figured if anything would end up shocking me, anytime it'd end up being as Amy, because Amy doesn't work. First try! It happened! Although if it was ever gonna happen, as Amy is gonna be secret base, because Pogo Stick boss. It was the genius that thought getting rid of invincibility frames and basic attacks was a good idea. I need to double check this, and I might be thinking of the wrong game, but I feel like she was supposed to be developed as an easy mode for the game too. Like, are you kidding me? You make it easier by getting rid of your attacks. There's a very good chance I'm thinking of the wrong game series, though, so don't take that as gospel. Or maybe I'm thinking of a totally different series entirely. I wouldn't be surprised, honestly. Leads a goal. I keep wanting to press down. It's driving me nuts. You probably noticed that back in Secret Base, too. And whenever I hit those inclines, I just have this instinct that I want to hit down, but Amy doesn't have the slope to go down. She doesn't spin into a ball. There we go. Go for this stage 2. Let's see how this boss turns out. So it's funny, like, I'm not worried at all about the stages anymore. Like, they're still unpleasant, but they're manageable. The parts that scare me is the boss fights. I don't think I've gone through this area yet without getting hit by those stupid spikes in the ceiling. I wonder if I can actually damage enemies when I'm in that spinning phase. Because if so, then I really have to wonder what the point of getting rid of it was. And I might not ever get the chance to check, but still a curious case. Here's the boss fight, right? I can't spin dash after him anymore. I didn't realize how bad not being able to spin dash would be. It's really hard to turn around when you're using the hammer, and everything is just worse. So, assuming I end up beating him, I am going to stop recording after this boss. I'll still include in the one video, as you can clearly tell, but it's going to be added on later because I can only play so much this game at a time. And I recorded part of one of this beforehand too. Maybe I should just sit here and idle. It worked! So that first boss was just absurdly hard compared to everything else. Alright, so there we go. Awesome job, me. Done with Act 3. The easy levels, as I would call them. On to the Ice Mountain, and see y'all in a second. Okay, I am back. So, yeah, this is me recording this the day after I recorded the stuff from before in this video, just because, like I said before, I needed a break. It's not one of those types of games, you know? So far, things are going okay. I expect disaster when we get to the boss fight, though. Yeah, it's like, just to clarify, I did look things up involving Amy and her moveset, see if I was missing anything. Like, not really. Like, there's one ability, but it seems useless. I'll play around with it when I'm not underwater and on a time limit. Oh boy. Give me the air bubble. Oh, fine. Amy's physics just feel wrong compared to everybody else. It's weird. There's a really noisy car driving outside, so if you hear that, I'm sorry. Oh, right. No spin dash. You can do that stupid hop that nearly killed me. I was trying to jump. What does this even do? Huh, I know your secrets by now. I can just go straight this way. I mean, by a third time through this stage, I better, right? And again, this looks really blurry on the normal screen. OBS fixes it a little bit. Yeah, I got straight up state. That's the one ability I didn't know about. Oh. What's this? I didn't know about that either. I didn't even find out when I was looking it up. But yeah, down plus B does this. And there's this. And there's that stupid slide. How did I do that high jump? That must be how I did. I must have just stopped for a brief second. It looks like its own thing, though. Oh well. If it happens again, it happens again. The high jump might have its selective uses, but I really don't think that sliding her face along the ice is going to do anything. Oh, I missed the shield. That I would have lost right there anyway, but still. A shield is a shield. Oh. No, there's supposed to be springs in this. The Ice Mountain is supposed to have 2 of them. Sorry, my voice died on me for a second there. And I don't know where either of them is. Maybe I shouldn't have taken as long as a break as I did, but I didn't really have a choice in the matter. It's just, there's little things in the level design that are throwing me off, and I know it gets worse from here. Oh, boss time. So this could either go really well or really badly. Oh, this is gonna go really well. This is like the first boss that's actually gonna be kind of easy as Amy. Yeah, because she can attack like this. So far the first boss has been the super hard one so far. That's amazing. But that one actually made me game over. Yeah, that was absurdly easy. Like, I'm not usually one to complain about difficulty. And again, at that first boss, I'm not going to. I love that she can just drag her face against the dirt. Like, that ending animation is what makes it not worth it, though. It wastes too much time. Oh, there was a spring there. I did not even know that was there. Okay, why is it sometimes it launches me higher than others? That spring's not even worth it. Oh, whatever. It's a fine. Okay, Amy, I thought you were supposed to be easy mode. Which, yeah, that's another thing. Like, I looked that up too, and I don't know where I got that info from, if it was another game or maybe even another franchise, but it's definitely not true here, and it never was. Don't know where that came from. So she has some things that are good, I guess, but ugh. The way she works against bosses just makes her feel like a hard mode. Like normal levels, it's janky, but it's the kind of jank you can get used to, you know? It's like the heaviness from a Dark Souls game or something like that. Like, it inherently feels wrong, but you can get used to it. I don't know why I'm doing it to myself. To prove I can, dang it. I'm still only getting the emeralds once, though. So, there's only a shield over here, isn't there? Yep. Up we go. No words. Oh boy. Okay. Oh man. Amy, your physics were not made for this game. You know, like, something you can do in Sonic Adventure, which this game's moveset is clearly based off of, is that when you're in the air you can use the Pico Hammer attack multiple times, like at least twice. I'm kind of thrown off that you can't do that here. If anything, it would be more useful in this game. But no. Fine. Just the once. I did not even mean to jump up there, but I'll take it. No. Ah, darn it. Fine, I'll take the 5 ring. Yeah, but it seems like we've got to be getting close to the end by now. Oh, did I lose my score when I reset the game? Because I should be getting close to 100,000 by now. Or maybe Amy just has that low of a score anyway because certain bosses and game overs. I didn't actually pay attention when I started. I mean, it's fine. As long as I'm not game overing on Egg Rocket, I think it'll be okay. And I wanted that. I wanted that lightning shield so badly, but I'm not gonna get it. So there's actually been a time where that leap was useful. Go figure. No. That was close. That was very close. That was less close. That was just dumb on my part. I'm not gonna blame the game for everything. this part. I thought I already passed this, but I guess not. Ah! Right. If this level does anything, it's retracting spikes. That is so bizarre that she has a spin dash animation, but doesn't use it. Now, apparently she does use it in Advanced 2 and 3, sort of. Like, 3 is kind of a weird one because it depends on the partner you have. Which is a whole can of worms I'll get to when we get to that game. It's like, all I'll say about it for now is like, good intentions, but just good intentions. I pity anyone that actually played that game in multiplayer. Because I don't think there's a single team in the entire game that actually works well for both characters. No, no, no! There, jumped it. Ah! Snapoozle. Where am I right now, anyway? Oh, I'm here. I was way above where I thought I was. What the? Ah! Can't attack anything. Well, fine. There's something over there to the right, but I don't feel like risking it. Oh man, how's Knuckles gonna go up here? That's I'm just thinking because like, we're getting close to it. Real close. So it's like, how's it gonna go when you're actually playing as Knuckles? Are they going to change it slightly, or... No, it's probably not. Or, like, maybe they'll make it a Metal Sonic or something? I'm gonna die on this boss. Yep. The second you lose your rings, that's it. It's a death sentence for any Sonic game. Like, I do like the mechanic, it's just... There's a reason why not a whole lot of franchises other than Sonic use this. It feels very quirkish. Oh, you can still attack when he's in the spinball animation. Wow, that makes this way easier. Alright, there we go. Second time's a charm, at least. There we go. Next is Egg Rocket. Oh boy, that's Egg Rocket. It's not a good level on the best of days, and now I gotta do this Amy. I really don't feel like being a show-off today. Good news is I feel like by now I've more or less memorized the level design. At the very least, the maze aspect isn't going to confuse me nearly as much. I mean, I can still get blindsided by stuff like that, but I guess that can't really be helped. See how well this actually goes. Like, this first part I'm not that worried about. Oh. 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 So, pausing it for a second. So, how have I been doing this for Sonic and Tails so far? I mean, you saw his Tails in this video. And Sonic was kind of the same. I flew over to the right there as Tails, and as Sonic I did a spin dash jump. Amy doesn't have any major maneuverability. Things like, it's got to be the down B ability, right? That's the only thing she has in her favor that could help her. But that doesn't even launch her that high. Let's try it. Oh! It's just a matter of hitting the spring. There's an invincibility over there, which is anyone else I would say is useless, but Amy needs every handicap she can get. This isn't Sonic Heroes. And this is hard. Amy doesn't have a spin dash. The leap increases your acceleration for a second. I figured that out back in Neo Green Hill. Like, it doesn't necessarily make you faster or attack enemies, but it does do that. Alright, here we go. Done with phase 1. Oh, clipping. Okay, well, thanks, game. Wait a minute, what's down there? I was expecting the camera to pan. It was a 10 ring. Oh, I'm back here. And now it's just a shield. Wait, am I just going in circles now? Oh no, there's that spot right there. Oh boy, do I have any chance of going up this? I do, okay. Thank you, Leap. You're not as useless as I thought, but you're still pretty useless. Ah, stop, stop. Oh, come on! She doesn't have weight to attack in the air. I'm attacking it again just in case I find myself back down here. Oh, that retracts. Of course it does. Ah, I saw that a second too late. Thank you, wonky clipping. Wait, no, not this side. There we go. Again, like, I got the level design mostly memorized by now. It's this side. I don't think I've screwed that run up once yet, amazingly. I'm getting rid of these two still. Oh, I got it by complete accident. Well, complete accident. Luck is still luck, I guess. Actually, it's probably the best kind of luck. Whoopee! Momentum. I hope I'm going the right way. I'm not entirely sure right now. I don't recognize this route at all. Well, crud. Okay, never mind. This is doable. I couldn't move, I was animation locked. Okay, getting down to a minute. Okay, good. Good. I was getting scared that it's the longest it's taken me for one of these segments where I actually beat it. At the very least, I'll give this level this much. It's making me learn to love what is Amy's leap ability. It actually has its own uses. But it's still not as good as the spin dash, but it has its uses. That's all I'm gonna say. Give me the invincibility. I need it. Come on. How many rings are you gonna be? I was ready to go like, oh, one! Lame. No, this isn't Adventure 1. They give out more than one ring from these mystery capsules. More often they don't. Like, I love As I Won, but that's a quirk that I don't think anybody likes about that game. Oh, good. I actually landed on that. I was jumping prepared to fail it. Because, you know, Amy. That's how this game works. You just need to expect you're going to lose. Oh, right, this thing. This is gonna be a nightmare as Amy. And I'm still on the clock, too. Dang it. And it's kind of luck-based, too. You know what? Save state, because this could end really badly. Ah, I was up there. Okay, there, made it. I'm not even gonna need that save state then. Oh well, I only made that as a backup. What the? Oh. That's right, Sonic and Tails were both attacking when they landed up there, technically, but Amy doesn't have a spin jump attack. Cosmic Angel. Let's go. Apparently there's a spring in this zone, like the special stage spring, and I have no clue where it is. I'm either going to leave this level with a newfound respect for this level design, or hating it even more. Let's see! And I still have Knuckles to do after this, too. Like, Amy's not my last character. Let's not forget about X-Zone! I know, I sure wouldn't. Checkpoint, thank you. How many rings? 20? Alright. I can take 20. I can take losing all those rings. Sure. Why not? Okay, I just want that bullet to go away. It's lasting way longer than I expected it to. The spring. I knew those spikes were there and I still couldn't dodge it. I knew those spikes were there. The spikes here too. This is the end of the stage at least. Oh man, how is this boss gonna go as Amy? It's either gonna be super easy or really difficult. Or it'll be about the same. I guess... yeah, that attack right there is what's scaring me, because as Sonic I had the insta-shield so I could block the attacks to an extent, and his tails he can just fly. I mean, I kind of lucked out his tails too, if you remember. I only really won that because of that being the absolute last hit. Like what I needed that to be. Looks like about a ways left. I gotta go back to the stage. Gonna be a spring over here. I thought. I was wrong. Okay, speed up. That's that whole chain. It's a cool effect, but I've seen it enough times now. Come on. I don't want to game over on this boss of all things. Her jump seems kind of random. Ugh. I don't like it. Sometimes you'll do a short hop and sometimes it's a longer stride, and it's not determined by holding down the jump button like you would expect. It's more like its own whim. And I didn't even get to the boss. Fine, speed up effects. Well, this isn't a super long stage anyway. This isn't Egg Rocket. Okay, there's rings here, good. I didn't want to die this early into the stage. It was scaring me a little bit. Now, I kind of want to explore this level some, just see if I can find where that spring is, but... not as Amy, that's the thing, like, not here. I'm sure I'll do plenty of off-screen exploring as Amy anyway. And I can make a live stream out of it if you really want me to, but it'll be a really boring live stream. So, yeah, no thanks. Darn it. It's not enough. The leap lasts too long. How did I get here before? I just run at it like this. Still not enough? That's a death pit. Yep. Amy can't run fast enough to get up there. That's a death pit too, isn't it? Well, at this point I might as well just suicide down, and I wasn't even trying to die there. You know what? I'm safe stating once I get back to the boss. Don't care anymore. There's a spring up there. I saw you. This time. Oh. I don't even know where I'm going anymore. I'm just looking for an alternate route that Amy can take. As for how far into the level I am or anything like that, I don't have the slightest. No! That came out of nowhere. Yeah, saw that one coming. Couldn't really help it though. Of course. More spikes, my favorite. That's what those blue things are. I just assumed they were like lightning traps or something that damaged you, but no, they're not. I feel like I'm going backwards. I am going backwards. That grind rail sells it. Can I safely jump down here? I guess I can. No! I was just gonna quit the level if they gave me the option. Game over. If I'm being started all the way back to the start anyway, then... I might as well take the advantages that come with starting at the start of a stage, right? Oh, sound effects are being messed up by my speed up effect. Remember, Ultra Emulator. Game Boy Advance emulators kind of stagnated for a while, and nobody really felt the need to bring them back. And it works well enough. And it's better than trying to use a link cable from a GameCube. I don't even have my GameCube anymore, but... I guess I'll take the upper route again if I can. Which one of these had the spring? It was you? How did I do it so well the first time? Like, that's what I'm really starting to wonder now. Like, especially that one slope that I just straight up couldn't do as Amy the second time through. Like, she couldn't move fast enough. But clearly she can, because I did it before. Speaking of which, I think I'm coming up that slope. I think I somehow fell onto the lower route. Oh well, it's fine. Thank you, checkpoint. And 20 rings. Oh, that was lucky on my part. Oh no. Yep, this is it. Oh, I made it this time. I don't know what the determining factor is. I feel like I'm just barely within the threshold, too. But, made it. I don't want to run into those spikes. Oh, extra life. Good. Save state, don't care. I save stated twice. I'm only ever going to use one of them, but the backup's there. Besides, if you think this amount of save stating is bad, you should see what I did back in the Genesis games. Like, I was save stating every other second. I was not a Genesis Sonic kid, and I do not really care to learn how it works. How many hits does he have, I wonder? I've hit him twice so far. In the advanced games, he usually has something close to 8 or 9, I believe. Sometimes it's 10. Reloading. Then he's going to attack me here. Yep. It's 3 hits. What the? Okay, that didn't work somehow. And then it did. And I'm dead now. What the fuck? You flipped back way too soon. Okay, you need to be able to save at least one ring. That's also usually easier said than done. But it's gotta happen. I don't even know how many hits I have on him anymore, and I'm not even sure if I really care. Oh look, the low jump again. See why I made a save state here now? I have not struggled against this boss as anyone other than Amy, by the way. Just in case you happen to skip here to see me struggle as Amy. I think I died once as Sonic, and Tails I beat him first try. This is almost on the levels of that car thing with the hammer back in Neo Green Hill, which should have been a super easy boss, and as Sonic and Tails it was. But Amy doesn't have the attacks needed to attack it, so she was just completely screwed. And the one time I did beat it, it felt like random chance, instead of me actually getting better at the game. I feel like I'm getting to the point where he's going to start dashing me soon. I do not like how this game works sometimes. There was the dash. No. I really wanted to just make a save state there, but the fact that it didn't have any rings scared me. Oh. I'm not even gonna humor fighting this boss with 0 rings when I know I'm nowhere near beating it. Like, it's one thing if I'm close to beating it, but Thing is, most of the bosses in this game have a pinch phase, including this one. That dash attack doesn't happen for a few attacks in. I think I'm 3 hits in now. 4 hits. I think the dash happens at 5. Let's see. Well, I mean, it doesn't have to happen right away, I guess. Maybe it's 6? It's 6. I was at 7 hits. I'm pretty sure the boss had 8. But maybe 9 or 10, but couldn't have been much more than that. Not humoring it. I know I can't win. I'm still not at the point of the final boss's tails yet, where I just was safe stating at every hit because I didn't have a chance. I really hate these blue spheres. As if Sonic 3 didn't make me hate them enough. You know? There it goes. And it only took like 20 save states. Done. Finally. And still not done as Amy. No, I can't wait to get to Knuckles already. It's gonna be way easier. Yeah, this is gonna end badly. Or not! I didn't put into account that I could just do that. But that's not gonna work for the next one. The one with the drill. I don't know if it has a name. Is it just called like Egg Driller or something? This thing. This thing reminds me a lot of the first boss in this game, which I already don't like. I think these bosses are reduced down to only having 5 hits, at least. I think that's... No, this boss only had 4 hits. I counted this time. Which means the other boss probably only had 4 too. I could have sworn I had 5. Oh well. Save stated. I'm not humoring it. Save state again because I don't want to sit that animation every time. The stupid hand. So I learned to hit on it that way. Next cannon. Yep. That is laser and laser again. Oh, the dash. Okay, so it was cannon, laser, laser, dash. Laser. Maybe I should be calling it blaster or something, but what the? I was standing. Is standing not enough? Do you have to be crouching sometimes, but only sometimes? There. Now you don't have to memorize it. It's always the same attack patterns, at least. Not even hesitating with the save states on this one. If I struggled as Tails, then Amy wouldn't have a chance. Maybe if I had several hours to stop and learn his attack patterns, but I don't. I'm not even sure if he has attack patterns. He's doing a lot of these dashes. I mean, not that I mind, they're easy hits, but... seriously, a lot of dashes. Oh, I expected him to dash. Oh, whatever. Ah, the hand again. Oh, I got a second hit on him somehow. Well, okay, that's it. Let's see how the ending of the game looks as Amy. Because that's definitely going to be different, right? Okay, yeah, this part I expected to be the same. Oh, Sonic shows up. Not Tails? I mean... I'm sure Amy enjoys that, but I really don't see Sonic getting into the plane and rescuing Amy. Well, let's just say this is the definitely not canon version of the game. How about that? And credits time, let's go. I'll sit through and watch these at some point. Just not now. Yeah, I know. One more character to go. Let's do Nookles. And compared to Amy, this is going to be a walk in the park. But he works exactly the same as he does in the Genesis game. Or games, I guess, if you count too. He can glide, he can climb. Oh, there's an extra life, I want it. I know it's coming in later zones. I want to be prepared. There's that spring. Oh well. Oh, so he's got a 3-hit punch from Adventure's Wheel. Does he have a down B like Amy did? No. Jumping in B does nothing either. That doesn't do anything for anyone. But, or actually, no, that's not true. For Amy, it's the hammer swing. But that's the exception, not the rule. Oh, here's the boss. Now let's see how difficult this boss that forced me to game over before is his Knuckles. I'm still not in the pinch phase, surprisingly. Oh, there we go. Well, still was a cakewalk compared to Amy. That's all you need to know. And the weird zone is back. Beautiful. There's something up there in the back. Where that rope is coming from. I'm sure of it. But, whatever. Maybe if I'm really curious, I can go back as Sonic and just rev up a spin dash back. That's probably the best way to check. I think I've gotten a lot of mileage out of the glide ability from Knuckles. Like, I haven't climbed once. Stuck to walls a few times, but I haven't climbed at all, but I've been using the glide a bunch. Super useful in a 2D space. I kind of think that his jump might be lower, though. Oh, look at that, I'm actually climbing. Okay, so I guess I will use it once in a while. Oops. First time I've ever screwed up on those ropes, you know, on this playthrough. When I was playing the game earlier, I couldn't stop doing it wrong. What the? I've never gotten the invincibility and speed up stacked on top of each other. That sounds really weird. I want that extra life. I saw it. I want it. I don't know why I'm grieving like that for. It's like, I'm done with Amy. I should be ecstatic. You know, at least until Advance 2. Which I found... Which I kind of mentioned this in passing before, but yeah, she is in Advance 2, but... someone screwed up on the dev team, let's just say that. Like, I'll talk more about it when we get to that game, but... They make her an unlockable character, and they seem to have thought that she was an amazing character, because her unlock requirements are insane. That boss didn't have many problems. I mean, I got hit, but I guess that was inevitable for me. That boss hasn't given me trouble anywhere. In fact, it probably should have been the first boss. You know, instead of the, what's it called? I want to call it the egg car, but I feel like that, if anything, it's probably the Sonic 2 first boss. The one that you fight on the Moon Zone. Like, I'm sure it has a name. I just don't know what it is. Oh, lightning shield. Yes, thank you. 1757, nice. I lost my shield. And I think that's the first time I've actually tried attacking the ball on those things. I mean, it seems like a valid strategy. I thought. Okay, no, I can tell now that I'm in that spot because I've jumped there a lot. Knuckles does not have a gimped jump. Just because some games he does. I think his jump is gimped in Adventure 1. I'm pretty sure it's gimped in Sonic 3. Which by extension means Sonic and Knuckles as well. Oh, it actually threw me to the right this time. That's a first. Is that just random, or? I actually properly reading along the yellow letters for Sega there. It finally happened. And I lost my shield. Ah, no! That worked. Thank you for the line. Feeling being close, yeah. I'm here. This boss could go whatever way it wants. Oh snap, Knuckles' punches force him forward. This isn't as good as a strategy as I thought it was then. Because even Amy sits still. I can still do this like I did with Sonic and Tails though. Seriously? I can't ever get Eggman to come out of one of those pipes, but the mine is super eager. Oh, never mind. Just when I start complaining about it. And that is what we call a lucky final hit. Alright, well, there we go. 3 zones down. And I guess 4 more. Oh, yeah. I tend to block Angel Island out of my mind. I'm sure part of it's because a lot of it looks similar to Egg Rocket, but... Still looking for those springs. There's supposed to be 2 of them in this zone, and I haven't found either of them. Oh yes, Knuckles can float like this in water. I was wondering about that before. That's a surprisingly useful ability right now. But I have to go underwater at some point. I screwed that jump up again. Just in case. Spring here. There should be another spring here. Checkpoint's way over here. I remember it this time. Sorry for not talking a whole lot. It's the 4th time I've gone through this stage. There's not a whole lot I can add at this point. It's like, yeah, I know. I'm gonna have a field day when I get the shadow. I know. Like, oh, I think 4 stories is bad. Try 326. That's, The funny thing is, that probably won't even end up as bad as I think it is. I imagine I'll probably just live stream a bunch of them in bulk. I wish you could jump higher out of the water when you're swimming like that. I get why you can't, but it still throws me off a bit. Looking for the 5. And a shield. That won't even show up right now because invincibility. Oh, special spring! I'm not going to activate it, but I found one. Thank you, Knuckles' breaststroke ability. It's beautiful. But yeah, like, I'm planning on doing all of the special stages in one video. So it's still nice to know where some of the springs are, you know? On a totally different subject, time for the boss fight, which should have been really easy, but I had it taken away from me. Although maybe if I get up once, because remember, Knuckles' breaststroke at the top of water. Yes, it still works! Oh, this boss just became a non-issue. At least the air became a non-issue. Yeah, they really didn't think this boss through. But I'm sure they built it with Tails in mind, and everybody else was an afterthought. Or I guess kind of Sonic, but Amy can just attack him from below. Knuckles can swim. And Sonic has an absurdly difficult time. Although that's true for a lot of bosses in this game. Sonic and Amy just have the worst time with bosses in this game for some reason. I don't want to say one is worse than the other. Like, there's definitely bosses that one had more trouble on than the other. Like, again, Neo Green Hill Zone, Amy's was atrocious. But Sonic had absolutely no trouble with. But on the flip side, Amy had no trouble on the Zone 4 boss, and Sonic struggled. So, Yeah, I am kind of curious what they're going to do here, though. I died. But, yeah, I'm kind of curious what they're going to do here. Because the boss of this zone is Knuckles. What the? Alright, I lucked out. If I'm ever going to check this area out, it's going to be as Knuckles, so might as well, right? Give me those 10 rings. Oh, I'm back here, huh? Oh, I thought that was a capsule. What's over here? A lot of springs, okay. Nope, 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 nope. Get out of that chain. I want to see what was over here. An extra life? Okay, so yeah, you are expected to go backwards and then just go along this chain. I feel like they should probably give you more for the time you have to go out of your way for, but it's better than nothing, I suppose. No, no. No! Man, this part's been surprisingly difficult. I can't glide because I lose all my momentum. It's like a similar problem to what Tails had, but Tails' flight ability still worked. No, 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 no. There, finally. That took way longer than I expected. Oh, so Knuckles still jumps out. So Tails is the only weird one with that. Okay. So if you remember when Tails went through there, he went into his flying animation. So I kind of expected Knuckles might activate his glide because he has a double A ability too, but no. Okay. I'm gonna go get that lightning shield if I can. Is there anything stopping me from doing that? I guess there is. Fine. No lightning shield for Knuckles. Gotta be getting close to the end anyway. I can't imagine there's a whole lot more of the stage. Oh, well, yeah, we're at the end. $77,000 points. Well, that went swimmingly. Fine, I'll glide over it. It's slow, but at least you survive. It's on this platform. Oh, the ability to get crushed. Good to know, I guess? Oh, I actually made it through that tiny crack for once! Well, okay. further I'm getting, the more curious I'm getting. Like, I really want to see them do something different, but at the same time, everything I've seen this game so far kind of implies to me that no, it's just going to be that robot Knuckles again. They're going to say that because it's a robot, it's okay. Can't help be a little giddy about it though, even if it probably won't come to pass. Thank you for the shield. $30 to $70, nice. Oh, here's the boss. Let's see. And yeah, it's Knuckles again. Blah. Knuckles' animation kind of made it worth it, though. So his spin dash overpowers my spin dash. Basically, all of his abilities overpower mine. That means Knuckles is going to have a really bad time here. Because unlike everyone else, he has to wait for it to stand still. Because Sonic, Tails, and Amy, they all had individual phases that they could attack. Like, for example, they could attack the spin dash. Okay, maybe Knuckles can too? Or maybe there's just a certain tier of abilities, like the glide is considered a higher tier than the spin dash? I don't know. But his glide is still a higher tier than mine, so blah. Anyway, Slice It, this isn't ending well for me. I gotta play chicken. His abilities outrank mine. He didn't use his rocket once. And this is why the Shadow Androids never show up as bosses. Not looking forward to this stage one bit. That was right, I was going too slow. Guess now I know at least. I got it that spring. There we go. No! What? Is I going too slow? But I hit a spring! This was supposed to be automatic! Now this is my 4th time through this stage. You would think by now I would understand all its quirks, but surprisingly I don't. More times you consider other times I played this game. It's just for the lob stuff, you know? Fine. Joke's on you, I can climb. Speed up. There's something you can do with the spring to make it launch you upward. I just don't know what it is. It's what I did with Amy. Maybe it's Amy exclusive or something. Can I just climb up this wall? Is that an option? No. Thank you, wonky clipping. Now, I keep complaining about how useless this is, and I keep getting it. Thank Egg Rocket Zone. Anywhere else would be an easy skip. But nobody wants to die here more than necessary. I don't know if I'm going the right way or not. I am. Yep, here we go. Go! We're still on the clock! No! This game, stop! Alright. Oh, that's just a shield! Of course it is! I don't really care about the shield because I already had one, but... alternate routes. There's death bits everywhere here, you know? This part I got memorized fairly well by now, thankfully. Like, I'm not gonna get thrown off at this point. I know where I'm going. Might not be very good at getting where I need to go, but I know where it is. That was completely accidental, but I will take it anyway. Ah! Enough for fudgles. I was waiting for it. That was taking a really long time. Like, okay, any minute now. Come on, you can do it. And it did. It just took a sweet time is all. Oh, the climbing controls are reversed. Well, that's not confusing at all. Because none of the other controls are reversed, it's just the climbing controls. Oh well, I'll just try to keep my climbing to a minimum when it's upside down like that. It's too much of a headache. And I totally forgot those spikes were there, but okay. Got through it anyway. No! No! Once again, I can't even do that. I can't even tell when I'm supposed to be jumping. Oh, that's when. Okay. I keep forgetting there's a fan there. Yeah, whatever. We're there. So maybe there isn't an attack like I thought there was with Amy? I'm confused. Whatever. Maybe when I attacked as Amy, it boosted her height a little bit. That would make sense. Okie. Up we go. Here's to hoping we find something at the top. Oh, look at that. It's the upper path. Right, that thing. That did exist. All that just to fall down on the lower path again in a few seconds anyway. Lovely. Sorry again for not talking, but it's like, I've gone through these levels so many times now, there's nothing new I can add to them. But, it's like, it's the same level, just it's Knuckles. Can't wait for Advance 2, where I get to do even more of this. And I have to get the Chaos Emeralds as every single character, and okay, if I was willing to save state as Amy here, I'm going to do it with Knuckles too, even though I don't think Knuckles will have the same problems that Amy did. He'll probably be the next artist, though. Just because Amy does not control well, and she doesn't even attack unless you hit an extra button to attack. I think for a lot of people, myself included, that's what made them not like her. What the? He was flipped! Oh, whatever. It's not worth it. I'm still counting the hits. I want to try to figure this out. Like, that's part of why I'm being quiet for this boss, too. It's just, I want to see. How many hits is it? Got one so far. And you know, there's the stupid blue balls of death. It's like, I know I used this joke before, but I've already played Blue Spheres. I don't want to play it again. And I'm not even sure how many hits I have on him anymore. It's 3 or 4. I think he started doing his dash attack at 6. I figured that out as Amy. Yeah, so it's 6. Or 7 now, I suppose. 8 hits, okay. Oh, that was quick at least. One stage left. Moons, or not moon, that's the real final zone. That's once you get all the Chaos Emeralds, you go to Moon Zone. Which isn't even really a Moon Zone. Like, cheaping out on us. And yes, I can confirm, maybe now this guy does have 4 hits. That's 4 hits for both these, and I think he has 10 hits on the last phase, or the last attack doodad enemy boss. The real boss. Checkpoint that I'm not even going to use because I'm going to abuse save states like a madman. And hey, I beat a legit Sonic. Just be happy about that. And Knuckles is actually rebounded backwards when he attacks. It's so beautiful. It's how it's supposed to be. I still can't read those attacks, though. The dashes, I mean. I'm not gonna make that attack. I'm starting to get it. It's taken me a while, but I'm getting there. Oh, crud. I'm dead. Yeah, I'm dead. It's like, it's generally a relieving attack, but if it grabs you, you're as good as dead. Unless you have a bunch of rings. That's weird, because he attacked the laser last time, and I think it was the hand the first time, like this. Interesting. But I'm getting there, okay? I'm slowly figuring out the tells. They're just... well, emphasis on slowly. Ah, I was trying to jump on him, and somebody messaged me on Skype, and I can't answer it right now, and... yes, I still use Skype. I use Discord too, but there's things that Skype is just inherently better at. It's just how it works. Oh, hands again. I want that ring back. I want that ring back again. Oh, come on, stop! You can use another attack, you know. Oh, there we go. Ugh, hate this attack. It's a death sentence. And of course I have to fight the hand again. I don't like that laser because it's finicky and it doesn't always work, and even if you're ducking, sometimes you still seem to get hit, and that's the attack I like. It's an easy one to get hit on. Don't like the cannon because he does close and far range shots and it's impossible to tell which is which. The hand is good when you can judge when to jump. If you not, then you're screwed, and bleh, whatever. This is it. Knuckles got to do X Zone, which it says final, but it's not really final, but whatever. So does Knuckles get saved by Sonic 2, or does he just fly on his own? No, he's saved by Sonic 2. It's weird. You'd think at the very least there would be Tails flying it instead of Sonic. But okay, whatever. I mean, at least it's more believable than Sonic coming to Amy's rescue. I guess. Okay, well, that's it. Thank you all for watching, and next time we will go after those pesky Chaos Emeralds. So, till then, take care and see y'all then. Yeah, I know, Chaos Emeralds, blah. See y'all then, bye.